Join us for part 4 of our hand sewing series and learn how to start and end stitch lines. Let's go! Start by marking your stitch line and punching your holes. Check out parts 1 and 2 of the series for more information. Starting with the whip stitch, this is locked in place with a knot, covered in stitches to hold it, and burned at the wax end to help tack it down. Do this by feeding the thread through the project, but leave 1 to 2 inches at the end. That will then be covered when you begin stitching, as is shown in this example. You can opt to use a knot or choose not to. Either way, this method works. The end of the stitch line is simply wrapped around the last stitch 2 to 3 times to mimic back stitching and trimmed, then burned in place. For the running stitch, this has been back stitched 2 to 3 stitches, meaning you repeat stitches in the opposite direction, then fed between the layers before being trimmed and burned to hold it in place. Once this has been burned, you can either leave the excess exposed or push it down in between the layers to hide it. Moving on to the saddle stitch, because this uses 2 needles and 1 thread, we want to add a locked stitch at the beginning of this stitch line too. To finish this stitch, backstitch 2 to 3 times before feeding your thread between the layers or to the back of the project. You can knot these if you desire, or simply trim and burn them. Make sure to press the thread flat to help the wax create a seal when burning. And that concludes our series on hand sewing. We hope this has helped you learn new skills and build confidence in your work. Drop a comment with your favorite in the series or a suggestion for what you'd like to see next. And as always, happy crafting!